Alright everyone, as we already know, what we are looking at here is the dancing torus field and also the stacked toruses of the Z-pinch effect. And so I want to talk about this form, this image. And how it relates to sirens and mermaids. This says, many people assume Starbucks logo pictures a mermaid, which is half woman and half fish. Actually, it is a creature from Greek mythology called a siren, half woman, half bird, which is commonly depicted with two tails or two wings. And I want you to think about this dancing torus field that I've been showing you, oscillating, sometimes arms up, sometimes arms down, sometimes arms straight out. Famous Kokopelli petroglyph, the flute player, that was seen in the morphing plasma during this war in heaven. And here it is again, amongst some other manifestations of the dancing torus field. And so what I try to do is seek out the original origins of these things. Here we see the god Pan, this devil god with horns and a flute. And I've showed you many horned petroglyphs, and it is all plasma of the dancing torus field. This is the original form, one of the main symbols and forms that we need to know about. This is the torus field under the polar configuration with arms down. Interpreted many different ways because there are so many different regions. This is also the bull of heaven. The ancient evil Baal that damn near killed everyone. Here we see Moloch with the torus arms up. And here we see the bird feet, just like the sirens. Sirens were believed to combine women and birds in various ways. In early Greek art, sirens were represented as birds with large women's heads, bird feathers, and scaly feet. Later, they were represented as female figures with the legs of birds, or with or without wings, playing a variety of musical instruments, especially harps. The 10th century Byzantine encyclopedia Suda says that from their chests up, sirens had the form of sparrows, and below they were women, or alternatively that they were little birds with women's faces. Birds were chosen because of their beautiful voices. Later, sirens were sometimes depicted as beautiful women whose bodies, not only their voices, are seductive. And we've seen these bird-headed petroglyph forms just like little kids looking at clouds, but these were the ancients looking at the plasma, trying to figure out what the gods were trying to show them and tell them. The many different regions, the many different interpretations of what was seen. All of this happening under the polar configuration of the original El of the Bible, the Elohim, the planets, the gods that created us. El being Saturn, the most high god. Saturn was the highest that was visible in the polar configuration. And what did these sirens do? They lured you in and hypnotized men just before taking their lives. And I've talked before about the ancient accounts of the trumpeting and the noise that accompanied this cataclysm. And I imagine that many men were hypnotized by these sounds and by this morphing plasma that was being seen globally as this winged God is coming at us, only to lose their lives shortly after, as the planet's magnetic field would have become highly charged and visible on its approach. But the idea of this halo and the wings, the crowning of kings, the evil sirens, I believe all stems from the planetary plasma cataclysm. These flute and harp playing sirens hypnotizing mankind with their beauty before taking their lives, as the devils that they were.